Shri Somi State President of Andhra BJP, Shri Shiv Prakash ji, National Joint General Secretary Organization, Dr. Bharati Pawar ji, my colleague in the Union Ministry, Shri Sunil Devdar ji, the co-in-charge of Andhra BJP, Shri CM Ramesh, Shri GVL Narasimha ji, my colleagues in the Rajya Sabha, Shri PVN Madhav, the floor leader of the Legislative Council of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Wakati Narendra ji, MLC, other leaders of Andhra BJP, members of the State Committee, Namaskaram to all of you. My dear media friends, Namaskaram to all. Friends, we are having this meeting of the State Executive Committee of Andhra Pradesh immediately after the meeting of the National Executive Council in Delhi. The National Executive met last week. Was held in the last week on 16th and 17th in Delhi. So it's a very significant moment, and especially the fact that the country as well as the state of Andhra Pradesh is going to have general elections to the parliament as well as to the State Assembly of Andhra Pradesh, maybe in another 400 days. So we are in a very significant year, 2023. It's going to be the preparatory year to go to the people, to make the public aware of the scenario in Andhra Pradesh. So today's deliberations in the State Committee will be focused on the situation of Andhra Pradesh, the present position that Andhra Pradesh people are subjected to. Across the country, India is progressing ahead, and I am proud to say that we have now become the 5th largest economy in the whole world, even surpassing the Great Britain. And there have been predictions that in the end of this decade, before the end of this decade, India will be the 3rd largest economy in the world. We are also into the presidency of the G20. I don't want to elaborate much because my colleague Bharati ji will be speaking specifically on that count. We both attended the first health working group in Thiruvananthapuram last week. So it's a year where India is progressing and the whole world now looks up to India for leadership. Last week, almost 10 days ago, there was a global conference of countries which are considered of the global south. More than 120 country representatives, including many presidents and prime ministers, attended that meeting where they resolved that the issues that they face they expect that India will take those issues to the G20 meeting. This is the first time that G20 is not limited to a meeting of those countries who are participating in that, but India's voice will be the voice of the developing countries, the voice of countries which are of the global south. Friends, at the domestic front, during the last 4 years, we had a very serious pandemic, but again, I can very affirmatively say that we could overcome that pandemic and successfully overcome that pandemic. In many parts of the world, we see new variants, new viruses coming up, but India has been able to overcome those threats. When there are countries where the number of incidents, number of affected people that increase every day, hundreds of people lose their lives, India is safe. And we have been able to provide free vaccines to every citizen. I can say every citizen of this country above the age of 12. There were days in earlier times when we had to wait for years together. But now we have India-made vaccine, India-developed vaccine, and that shows the leadership of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi's ability in overcoming such situations. There were people who were saying that during the last decade, last century, beginning of the last century, when the Spanish flu struck the whole world, the maximum number of people died in India. And the same situation is going to happen when this pandemic happens. India may be able to overcome the COVID, but India will be the country where crores of people are going to die due to poverty, due to famine. But you can see that not even a single person lost his life due to poverty for lack of food, because 80 crore people were provided food grains by Prime Minister Narendra Modi through Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Not only food, housing for all, water for everyone, health for all. This has been the motto on the basis of which Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government has been working. He said, this government is for everyone, for the development of everyone. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. And he said, we are in the 75th year of India's independence. We are entering into the Amrit Kal, the period when India is going to become a developed nation by 2047. That is the target we have set. The Prime Minister has set before the countrymen, and he said that for that the requirement is that the effort of every citizen of this country that is required to make India into a developed nation. The youth is being given importance. The youth is given prominence. The new education policy has been enacted. The startup policy has come, and we have more than 100 unicorns that has been developed in India. 73,000 startups that has come in India. The youth of this country, coming up from even the rural backgrounds, they now feel confident that they can aspire to become successful in this country. They can even go abroad and prove their capabilities anywhere in the country. So the new education policy, that will be definitely be based on the tradition of India, but it will also enable every youth of this country to face the global challenges, to face the challenges that are coming up, the new challenges that will come. And Indian youth will be equipped, grounded to India, wedded to the principles of India, but at the same time aware of the challenges that are likely to come, aware of the technological change and transformation that is likely to come. The youth is being taken care of. The farmers, who are the backbone of Indian society. The farmers, they got the maximum protection, the maximum attention. That is why Kisan Samman Nidhi, every farmer gets into his bank account directly from the Prime Minister once in every 4 months, once in every 3 months. He gets 6,000 rupees deposited into his account. Every year 24,000. The farmer gets the protection of the farmers, the welfare of the farmers. That's a priority for the government. That's a priority for the Prime Minister. And this year in 2023, the International Year of Millets, this year has been announced by the government as International Year of Millets. And who are those people who will benefit out of that? It's the poor people. It's the ordinary people. It's the people of the rural India. It is the people from where irrigation becomes difficult. I understand that a large part of Andhra Pradesh, there are people who grow millets. Last week, I had the opportunity to attend a function in Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam organized a millet, an organic mela, Visakha Organic Mela. And the most prominent thing in that exhibition was millets. I even had lunch in a millet cafe where everything that you have that is served during lunch, it is going to benefit the farmers of Andhra Pradesh. The farmers who find difficult to cultivate, where the irrigation facilities are less, and with less amount of water, millets can be cultivated. And it also take care of the nutritional needs of the poor people of this country. So it's the poor, it's the farmer, it's the youth that are being taken care of. Under the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, India never had such a period when the tradition of India, the ethos of India, the heritage of India, that has been held high. We have the Ram Janmabhoomi temple, the grand temple in Ayodhya that is coming up. Already the Kashi temple has already been constructed. Ujjain Mahakal temple has been reconstructed. And across the country, places of heritage that is getting recognition not only in the country but by the whole world. The UNESCO has started accepting, recognizing India's heritage sites. And this year, being the 75th year of India's independence, those who fought for the freedom of this country, it is not India's freedom fight. It is not something that was related to one family. There are people who try to portray India's freedom struggle as a family-led freedom struggle. And because such one family was given credit and others were forgotten during the last 74 years, but Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has taken special attention to remember all those forgotten heroes across the country. Yesterday also the Prime Minister on the day 23rd of January, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Day, was announced as Parakrama Divas, and Prime Minister renamed 21 islands of Andaman Nicobar Islands in the names of those freedom fighters who laid down their lives. He came to this district. He came to this district for the 125th birth anniversary of Alluri Sita Ramaraju, the tribal leader, the rural leader, the leader of this area. So the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji during independence, 75th of year of independence, is not only for one family in this country, but it belongs to every citizen of this country. The efforts, the balidan, the sacrifice of hundreds of freedom fighters of this country, that is being recognized for the first time. And the colonial mindset that is being discarded. That is why India got freedom in 1947. But our armed forces on Republic Day till last year used to march on the Rajpath, which reminded of the British Raj in Delhi, starting from Raisina Hill to the India Gate. But this year, for the first time, India's armed forces, the development of India, that will be on display on the Kartavya Path, which has been renamed as Kartavya Path. That Rajpath is not there. So we are discarding the colonial mindset. So that is the progress that India has been achieving during the last 9 years of Narendra Modi. But when I come to Andhra Pradesh, I feel the people are disappointed. 2014, Andhra Pradesh was created. Andhra Pradesh was created, or Telangana was created, and rest of the part became Andhra Pradesh. But during the last 9 years, what has happened in Andhra Pradesh? What is the situation? 2014 to 2019, there was a government by TDP, by Chandrababu Naidu, led by Chandrababu Naidu. 2019, after the first 5 years of the new Andhra Pradesh, people got a verdict, got an opportunity to cast their votes, to express their opinion about the 5 years rule of Chandrababu Naidu, the rampant corruption, the mismanagement, the way anti-people policies were adopted, and Chandrababu tried to shift that burden, that responsibility on the government of India, saying that we didn't get our due. Every citizen of this state understands how much benefit has been received by Andhra Pradesh under the government of Narendra Modi ji. But 2019, people were misled. People, the ordinary citizens of this country, of this state, there was a misinformation campaign. And that misinformation campaign ultimately resulted in another government led by YSR Congress, led by Jagan Mohan Reddy, and that government is now in the 4th year of its government. People voted for this government with the hope that this government will lead the state of Andhra Pradesh towards development. People voted for this government expecting that the new government will take forward this state on par with many other developed states of this country. People felt that the youth of this country, of this state, will get employed. People voted for this party, for this government, expecting that the farmers of Andhra Pradesh will get benefit out of that. People voted for this government, expecting that the government employees will get their salary at the end of the month. But what is the situation? Friends, when the Andhra Pradesh state was created, the public debt, I will only quote one example. The public debt of Andhra Pradesh, that is the new Andhra Pradesh that was formed, it was around 97,000 crores. 97,000 crores. And now what is the public debt? It is around 4 lakh crores.
9 lakhs,
I am not taking it to the... No, you can say your point. Whether it is 4 lakhs or 9 lakhs, as per the information given in the parliament, it is 4 lakh crores. I am coming to that part. And that 4 lakh crores, who is responsible? The 3 lakh crore increase, who is responsible? Both these parties are equally responsible. Whether it is TDP or it is YSRCP, there has not been any difference in these two governments in increasing the debt. CM Ramesh says that it is 9 lakh crores. If that is true, then it has to be all the more serious. Then it is all the more serious that this government hiding the facts. The government of India has been told our debt is 4 lakh crores. But if the fact is 9 lakh crores, then it is a much more serious issue. This is not for which this government was elected. The people have been disappointed. The people have been deceived. People have failed. This government has failed the people of this country, of this state. And this is not for which the people of this state voted for this new government. They voted hoping that there will be a change. We will be free from corruption. They voted that so that there will not be another family-run party, family-run government. It was one family-run government till 2014 to 19. Now there is another family-run government from 19 onwards to the last 4 years. So every aspect, and moreover, every aspect of these last 9 years, I don't find any difference between these parties. Now another election is coming up. So there are people who come up saying that these people have failed us, elect us. What is the great fun in shifting the pain from one leg to the other leg? There is no fun in shifting the pain from one leg to the other leg. Because we discarded one government in 2019. We elected a new government in 2019. But if that government also fails, I don't think that the intelligent, wise people of Andhra Pradesh should go back to the 14 to 19 period. Instead, we have to look for new alternatives. And that new alternatives, that is the only solution that Andhra Pradesh can hope for taking Andhra Pradesh on the path of development. And the government of Narendra government of Narendra Modi ji, the union government has exhibited, has shown enough of its efforts for the development of Andhra Pradesh. For the infrastructure projects, the average annual budget allocation, average annual budget for infrastructure projects has gone from 886 crores, average 886 crores prior to 2014, that is 2009 to 14, during the UPA period, that is prior to Narendra Modi ji, that was 886 crores in a year. That has now gone up to 2,830 crores per year during the 14 to 19 period. And again, for this financial year, it is 7,000 crores. 7,000 crores. That is the amount that has been allocated only for railway projects. The Prime Minister the other day came to Visakhapatnam to lay the foundation for the redevelopment of the Visakhapatnam railway station at a cost of 450 crores. He also laid the foundation stone for the Andhra Pradesh section of the 6-lane Greenfield Raipur Visakhapatnam economic corridor with a cost of 3,750 crores. This economic corridor that is going to provide faster connectivity between Chhattisgarh and Odisha to Visakhapatnam port and from there to the Chennai-Kolkata National Highway. During this period, under the last 3 years only, the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, that MNREGS has Andhra Pradesh has received during the last 3 years 25,000 crores during the last 3 years for the state of Andhra Pradesh. In the case of roads, till 2014, the total distance in national highways in Andhra Pradesh was 4,193 kilometers, and at present it is 8,744. That is independent India's first 67 years. 67 years, 4,100. And the next 9 years, it is 4,600. 9 years more than 67 years. So if Narendra Modi ji's government can provide in 9 years what 67 years the government center could provide, friends, is there any doubt what should be the alternate power that has to come to India, that has to come to Andhra Pradesh? And during the last 5 years, we have seen 3 central universities coming up. The Central University of Andhra Pradesh in Anantapur, the National Sanskrit University in Tirupati, the Central Tribal University in Marivalsa. I am not going into the details of every such initiative. I have only compared what the 2 governments of the state of Andhra Pradesh has taken Andhra Pradesh to, and what Narendra Modi government has done for Andhra Pradesh. My colleague Bharti ji is here. She will be able to tell what is the effort taken in the field of health. Unfortunately, she was telling me the money given by the government of India. The money given by the government of India is being utilized here, but the picture is of the Chief Minister. The Prime Minister is nowhere. And the family, not only the Chief Minister, but again the family. It is the family that is being projected. This is not from his household that the money has come. It has come from the public exchequer, the public exchequer of India. The government of Andhra Pradesh runs whatever it happens, whatever development has happened, it's happening because of the assistance provided by the government of India. In spite of that, they are unable to manage. That is why today we are on 24th of this month. I am told that yesterday or day before yesterday, the state government employees met the governor and submitted a memorandum saying that the salary that we had to get on 1st of this month, even after 2 weeks we haven't got. How can you expect the state government to function? How can you expect the people to get the welfare schemes of the government of India also to be delivered to the people of this state if the government officers, the government employees, they don't get their salaries? How can they come to the offices? How can they open the offices? How can they provide the assistance sent by the government of India to the people of this state? So friends, it is no fun in shifting the pain from one leg to the other. There is no point in re-electing the discarded family instead of this family. We don't want a family-run government in here. The people of Andhra Pradesh discarded one family. They didn't vote to have another family in place. Instead, the people of Andhra Pradesh deserve a democratic party. People of Andhra Pradesh deserve a party with nationalist fervor. Andhra Pradesh is a state where independence struggled. It gave hundreds and hundreds of freedom fighters. The whole of Andhra Pradesh, it was the pride of the nation. That is why in the beginning years of independent India, we had many leaders from Andhra Pradesh to lead the whole nation. The leaders who had the nationalistic thought. Instead of that, now we have a leadership who is concerned only about their families, the welfare of their henchmen. So friends, the responsibility of Bharatiya Janata Party workers, the responsibility of Bharatiya Janata Party workers is to spread the message of the development schemes of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji across the state of Andhra Pradesh, the length and breadth of Andhra Pradesh, and we need to expose the corruption, the misdeeds, the misrule of this government. That's why this state committee will come out with an action plan for the next 1 year, where we will prepare a charge sheet against this government, the failures of this government, what all counts this government has failed the people, and that charge sheet will be presented before the people and requested to vote out this government when the people get an opportunity, and to bring to the seat of power in Andhra Pradesh a government, a double engine government of the government of India and of the state government, where the double engine government can take Andhra Pradesh to the heights of glory, to the heights of development. And we are going to request the people people to identify Bharatiya Janata Party as the only alternative to save Andhra Pradesh from the debt burden in which Andhra Pradesh has been put in by both these parties, both these families, both these governments. With these words, let me conclude. Namaskaram to all.
ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. ఈ రాష్ట్ర రాజకీయాలకి ఒక దిశనిచ్చి రాబోయేటువంటి రోజుల్లో మనం పనిచేసే విధానం గురించి ఒక స్పష్టత ఇచ్చినటువంటి సందర్భంలో